Well, good morning, gentlefolk, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Science Division, where we did science. And last time we put a man on. We didn't put a man on the moon at all. We put a man into suborbital flight. Putting a man on the moon would be most splendid, but that's not quite happening yet. Now we have enough for parachutes. That would be good. We don't have enough of that yet, or that. Or bigger rockets. But that would be handy. Have a nice little engine, some legs and a bigger parachute. Survivability, the art of science of landing, walking away from it. Yes, you know what, I'm going to take that. Yes, so last time we put a man in suborbital flight. So orbits, we need to probably, an orbit is the next step now that we have achieved going up, coming down. We need to go horizontal. Okay, yes. So we've gone up, we've come down, we need to go across. So, yes, we don't have any unmanned probes. So we can't do an unmanned parachute, yes. So we can't do anything unmanned because we don't have an unmanned ship. Okay, so the first orbit is going to be manned or Kerbalized. Okay, so we need a capsule. We only have one capsule. We have a single capsule. So, please say we got couplers. Yes. A coupler for you and a fuel tank. Do we have a bigger fuel tank? We do. We have a bigger fuel tank. Yes, we'll take the biggest one we've got. And we see now we only need the little diddy engine. For you. Right, couplers again. And some fuel tanks. Those are the solid ones, so one of those. Right. Should we put some side rockets on? Because that would make it look really neat. We will put 4. Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an engine on here. This is the vectored engine, which means that it can change course, which is good. And I tell you what, we haven't got. Have we got any SAS? We did. Parachute is probably good. And no, only need one probe, thank you very much. It would probably be good to get the command module up and running before I built the rest of the rockets, but you know, things will be what they are. I'm not going to stick this at the back. Clunk. We're going into orbit, so we'll take some goo with us. Get some symmetry going. Here we go. Might as well do some science while we're up there. SAS. We got no SAS. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so we're going to have to go without it. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. So, coupler there. I did put an engine on that, didn't I? Yes, I did. And we probably, to be fair, this is probably overkill just to get into orbit, but you know, better to have too much than not enough. No, I'll put the engines on in a minute. So we will have 4 of you. In fact, I'm going to move you up slightly. There we go. See if I can line this up. 4 there. There we go. Now, I'm going to put the vectored rocket in the middle. And these ones are a bit slightly more powerful, but non-vectored. So I need 4 of those. Those tanks aren't lined up properly. Better. Right, and just to be on the safe side, I am going to space tape them up. But we haven't developed any space tape yet. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, I'm going to make them slightly more aerodynamic by putting, well, I won't say what those look like, and some winglets. Ta-da! Right, now let me just sort my staging out. Right, you're all going to fight together. You're all going to... Which couple is that? Okay, right. So, this can be names. This can be the Kerbal Space Science Division, KSSD Orbiter Mark 1.0. I know, of course I spelled Orbiter wrong. But hey ho, crew! Who's going to crew it? Well, did Jeb go up before? Oh, I can't remember. We'll have we'll have Bob. There we go. Right. I think there's much else to do. There's not anything else I can equip to it. We have a parachute. We can have a bigger parachute. And those, that, and that, and that. So yes, no, we're good to go. Right, so to the launch pad. Right, switching the SAS on, because there is some in the capsule, even though we don't actually have the knowledge. I'm going to put the engines to 100% thrust, and you ready, Bob? Because on my mark. Screen and find out where we are. Okay, so we can start the gravity turn then. And fire. Then should be going up and across, hopefully. Possibly. Gee, look, it's interesting stuff like the carrying on, but you know, these things happen. Detach that one, will it? Lock gimbal. Now, hopefully, we're going to make a complete fool of ourselves, but we are. We are dropping. We are decelerating. We've gone past our apoapses. So basically, we're going to come down. Sorry, Bob. Mission's over for today. Right, another suborbital flight. Take crew report. Okay, keep that. Let's observe the goo. Keep that. Observe this goo. Keep that. We could get out, but I don't think we will. Nope. I'm going to jettison this. I'm going to point this way as we come in. So there was something up with our staging, I believe. We will put a man in orbit. Hopefully the parachute will work. Then I'll parachute out. So far so good, I hope. Yep. And down we trundle. Wrong button. I've got the hang of this game. I know what I'm doing. So coming into sea level. Parachute deploys. And 150. feet, 50 meters rather. And plonk. Suborbital flight. Well, we was going for an orbit, but we will have got some science out of that. We got, right, crew report from Kerbal's upper atmosphere, 1.3, mystery goo 7, mystery goo 3.1, and recovery of a vessel that survived the flight, 0.1. Yay! So let us observe what went wrong. Right, staging. Those are those engines. That's this. Then there's so I could put that on that. Then that one. Do I have? Don't have two. No. I don't know. It all looks right to me. I'm probably just being blind. There was not enough poke here. Hmm. No, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove those and this. And I'm going to go 6. If I can get 6 on. Okay. And can I can. Okay. And another 6. Now, are they connected? They are. And let's go with 6 of those. Right, check the staging because yes, we don't want the coupling going off before the engine fires. That would be very bad. Come on, and that, right. Aerodynamic, right, let's put some more of these on. And some winglets. And crew. Who went up last time? Bob went up, didn't they? So Bill can go up this time. So now this is going to be the Mark 1.5. Right, to try again. To the pad. Right, this is what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to reach 300 meters a second before I start my gravity turn and see what happens in that respect. Right. No, not RCS, because I do not have any reaction control systems, because I haven't developed it yet. Right. Right, build ready. And... Oh no, 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 no. Bill! Bill, I can't push the engine off. Bill, it's all gone horribly wrong, Bill. I'm sorry. Disconnect you, Bill, and the engine. I can't switch the engine off. Yeah. And Bill, you live. Bill, you died. Oh, our first casualty in the search of science. Abort. Well. I think this rocket is perhaps fundamentally flawed. I shall start again. Right. It's all about weight, isn't it? And saving weight, so let's put one of those on and a small engine. Let's start with that. I want a decoupler. Okay. So I want to use these big ones. There. And I mean, this is exactly the same. Okay. Another decoupler. Another two of those. And one of those. Okay. Perhaps not go with 6 this time, perhaps stick with 4. 4. No, wrong one. Well, this is exactly the same, but what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to fire the external tanks first before the middle engine. Can you go there? There you go. I'll put the gimbaled ones on this time to see what happens. So these ones, then the centre middle one. Those come away, then the centre middle one, then that comes away, then the medium middle stage, that comes away, and then the command module. Okay. Mark 2.0. Okay, Jeb. Your turn is up. Right, brace yourself. SAS on. Throttling up and go. Bonus. We are going sideways slightly. Yep, so far so good. So it's going to be the greatestly perfectly symmetrical orbit in the world, but we just run out of fuel in that stand? No disaster so far. Release fire. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we're not going to be orbiting around the equator, but so you'll bring the fuel levels up here. Okay, so our orbit is expanding. I should really wait and go and then burn here, but I just want to get into orbit. I don't care what it's shaped like. Okay, so I'm nearly out of fuel. Yeah, okay, I'm going to shut that down and then burn here again. Then when I get to here, hopefully be able to expand here. So let's warp around to here. And I shall stop there. Right, let me orientate us in the correct direction. Oh, she's a lumbering beast. And there we go. And if I fire the engine, there we go. And flame off. So we have an orbit of 467 467 kilometers and 159 kilometers, but that's fine. It's an orbit. We have achieved an orbit, so that's good. So let's have a look. There we are. We've even got a bit of fuel to spare in this stage, so that's good. So, science. Yes, science. Crew report. It's very round. Yes, but keep that right. Let's observe the goo. The goo feels at home here. Keep that. And the other one. The goo feels right at home here. Keep that. Right, Jeb. Now, actually, before we do an EVA, let's have a look, because there is a cockpit view, which is really cool. And you can look around and you can see your Kerban's feet, and if you go up towards the window, you can look out of the window and up and around, and perhaps not like that, but there we are. So there we go, and zoom back out again, and back to, and this is the thrust control here. You can actually thrust from there, so that's really good. So time for EVA, Jeb. EVA, hold on tight, Jeb. EVA report. You record your observations, so keep that. And F to board, because Jeb's not going anywhere. He's not letting go. Oh, she does lumber. Right, back to map view. Right, let's do a few orbits. I mean, it's pointless coming up here and coming up and going down. We might as well do a few orbits as we're here. So I'll set the... So round we go. We'll do another couple. And cannot walk faster than 1,000 while below 240 kilometers. Okay. Can now though. Whee! And now slow down again. And then I'll speed up again. And then I'll slow down again. Okay. So let's work out a landing for Jeb. Right, I think I'm going to burn here at the slowest point of the orbit. So and try and land on land in the daylight. That would be very nice, but as long as we get down, that will be a bonus. Just don't tell Jeb that. Close enough for jazz. Right, I need to be retro burning at this point. So let me orientate ourselves. So let me do it from the other screen as well. Ooh. No, back this way. Bit more, please. Now we're going to do a retro burn to slow down to deorbit. So we are flying engine first. So I need to do this from the map screen because I like to see where we're coming down. So let's try and watch it from this side. So anytime you're ready. So okay, we ran out of fuel. So right. Fire. go. Oh, we are going to land in the sea. We missed the spit of land, but that's okay. That's fine. So, where are we? There we are. Okay, coming down engine first. $400,000 and spinning. Oh, very pretty. Reorientate us. Well, we got it right. We got it right because we had a whole lot of fuel left. I wonder if I could burn and make us... I'm just going to fire the engines just for a short while. I'm going to land on that island. Yeah. Yeah. There's piloting. Though to be fair, we will drop short when we start to get dragged from the atmosphere. Postman turns up. Postman turns up at exactly the correct time. Right, so I can do a bit of time manipulation. Well, Jeb looks like he's enjoying it. I can get rid of this module now. We're down to 85,000 meters. Be interesting because we were heading for that island. It'd be interesting where we land after deceleration from atmospheric entry. Are we still heading for the island? No, so we're already falling short. That's okay. Our first orbiting Kerbal. So we start to hit the atmosphere. Don't need to worry about this anymore. See the atmosphere getting thicker. Mountains in the back. So it's a shame we can't land on land because then we could have took a soil sample and got even more science. But hey ho. And re-entry. Hey, it will be interesting once they get re-entry done properly. And you do have a chance of burning up and you need to come into the right angle and all that good stuff. Well, at least we're not going to be a million miles away from the coast. So it's only going to be a short swim, Jeb. Any Mac effects? No, wasn't coming in quick enough then. It's been quite a shallow descent. And parachute out. Well, we only just missed the coast. We never made it to the island, but not far. The parachute did come out, didn't it? Whew. at least we know where we're going to be landing at sea level. At least we know the altitude is correct. So that mission overall took 3 hours. And that's the parachute, so suddenly my heart was in my mouth, but that's the parachute. So yeah, it's going to be around about 4-hour round trip. Close to the drink. And the island's out of sight. There's that island we was aiming for, but never mind. There's the mainland. And there's the blink. A safe landing, and let's recover the vessel. Our first orbiting Kerbal. Excellent. A successful mission. Took 1 death, but one man lived. So we should have got some nice signs from that. Right. Crew reports while in space high over Kerbal. 5 signs. EVA reports while in space over Kerbal. 8 signs. Observed space while high. 10 signs. And 4.4 for more observation of the goo. And recovery of a vessel returned from Kerbal orbit. 10 signs. So we got 37.4 signs from that mission, which now gives us 53 signs. Excellent. So research and development. Right, what do we want? A bigger rockets. What do we have? Anyway, let's have a look. Bigger rockets. We get the Rocker Max Mark 55 radio mounted liquid engine after an intensive search. An engineer crazy enough to plan and rebuild. Yes, so we get that, and a bigger fuel tank. So that would be handy. We get space tape, strut connector, stability enhancers, radial decoupler, and a tri-coupler. Now we get an inline reaction wheel, a probobodobodine, the Stay Putnik satellite, another capture cockpit, and some more winglets, and we get a Science Junior Equipment Bay, a Ionic Symphonic Protonic Electronics DTS M1 in fully deployable communications and data transmission system, and some batteries. So here we go, we make a choice. It's to be fair, I think it is either, oh, I don't know. This, you can take the sides of the batteries. But I think the bigger rocket would be better. But also the space tape would be excellent, as would all this. Oh, I really do need a reaction wheel. I think what we'll do is we'll take this, we could take the reaction wheel and the satellite and see if we can send the satellite to the moon. That would be interesting. So I'm going to take that. That leaves us with 8 science. So we need to oh, I thought we'd didn't a Kerbal die? I'm sure we had a Kerbal die. In fact, I'm pretty positive. Well, must be back. Well, I'm not going to argue. And there was our successful ship. So there we are, gentlefolk. We managed to do another successful mission eventually after 1 death and a failure and a blow up and explode, but that, you know, it's going to happen, isn't it? So there you go. It just proves you have to go horizontal to go vertical. So with that, I thank you very much for watching. As per usual, you all take care, look after yourselves, and I shall bid you farewell and goodbye.